Even though these things are the size of an ant, with 3 of them, your mouth really burns.
40 years ago, I created a suit, but it was dangerous, so I hid it from the world. My assistant, Darren Cross, he became obsessed with recreating my formula. If this technology gets out, it's gonna be chaos. Scott, this is your chance to become the hero. I need you to be the Ant-Man.
I think our first move should be calling the Avengers.
Ant-Man. Ant-Man is directed by Peyton Reed and stars Paul Rudd, Michael Douglas, Evangeline Lilly, Corey Stoll, and Michael Pena. And it's the story about Scott Lang, who is played by Paul Rudd, who's just gotten out of prison, and he's been recruited by Michael Douglas to take on the mantle of the Ant-Man and basically pull off this heist where they take their super suit from Darren Cross, who is Michael Douglas's apprentice. And now he's made a super suit that is basically the evil version of Ant-Man. So, Ant-Man is a heist comedy, pretty much. Ant-Man is the conclusion of Marvel's Phase 2, and I thought Phase 2 was a very strong phase for Marvel, even though they've only had 2 of them. I thought it's been better than Phase 1. Yeah, we did get Thor: The Dark World, but we also got Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Avengers: Age of Ultron, and now Ant-Man. The acting across the board is pretty good to great. I mean, Paul Rudd, he's the lead man. He's likable, he has great chemistry with everyone, he's got charisma. You believe everything that he does. Michael Douglas, that was a surprise casting. I mean, he was great in this. I would never have picked him to be Hank Pym. Evangeline Lilly was pretty good. She plays the role that you would expect her to play. She plays like this double agent thing where she's basically the apprentice of Darren Cross, and she's the daughter of Hank Pym. Where her character led, I thought it was predictable. I knew where it was going to be, and when it got to the after credit scene which featured her, I'm like, I could see that coming. But hands down, the best person in this movie is probably the one that steals this movie, like Groot and Guardians of the Galaxy. It's Michael Pena. He's just really funny. He has these scenes where he's just like, where he says, alright, so I met this person who knows this person, who knows this person, who knows this person, who knows this person, and he goes through all these conversations, and just the editing has his voice overlaid over it, so it's just pretty funny. When I was watching the trailer, I was a bit worried because of the visual effects where Ant-Man shrinks down. It doesn't really look this good on my phone. But it works really well in the cinema. Like the way that they managed to bring Ant-Man in focus but leave the background all fuzzy was really interesting, and it was really fun to watch, especially the first time when he shrinks down. The writing was pretty good. I heard that I was happy to see that when they got to the credits, Edgar Wright, he got writing credit for this. I was really happy to see that, because he had dedicated so much of his time to Ant-Man, and then he left at the last minute because of creative differences. And I have to give most of the credit of this movie to this script. It's very funny. The little girl who plays Scott Lang's daughter, she's very funny as well. She has scenes where she steals it, much like Michael Pena. I have 1 or 2 flaws with the movie. My biggest flaw with the movie is that there are some plot holes in the writing. Some things remained unexplained. I don't know whether that was on purpose or that was to set up a sequel. Just some things remained unexplained, and some things didn't quite make sense towards the end. If you've seen the movie, you'll understand what I'm talking about when it comes to the very end of the movie. It didn't live up to my expectations because it was so hyped up. But did it live up to my original expectations? Yes, it did. And I was still holding on to those original expectations when watching the movie. Overall, Ant-Man is a great comedy, and it's definitely worth watching. I really like this movie. It's one of the best Marvel movies of Phase 2, and it might be one of my favourite movies of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm going to give Ant-Man an 8.5 out of 10. Like this video and subscribe to become one of the Platypus. You can find me on Snapchat at Platypus0015, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.